Welcome back to the Gary Russen Program. Freestyle Friday edition, the late night version, the Gary Russen Program late show here on GJRB. Quick mention to listeners who may be in this area in the north end, the upper north end, our low powered signal, carry coast to coast AM overnight, ground zero. Will not air tonight. We're going to stay on the air a little longer, and we're going to join you for Coast to Coast AM a little later, of course. Just join in progress, so we're just going to be there. Anyway, welcome back. This is the Gary Russen Program on GJRB Online, and glad you're with me. We left off on sports, and so we thought we'd go back to Yahoo Sports for continuation of Gary J's sports page. Up to date on that Portland game, and it looks like Oklahoma City's ahead of Portland 59-47. 28 total rebounds for Oklahoma City, 22 only for Portland. 6 turnovers for Oklahoma City, 4 for Portland. And interesting game going on. They're at halftime right now, 59-47 in favor of Oklahoma City. In other sports, in the NBA, San Antonio beating Sacramento by 1, 69-68. Milwaukee over the Lakers, 47-45. That's still going on. They're at halftime. So is Oklahoma. So is one I just mentioned. In some of the finals in the NBA today, those are the late games. Here's the finals from earlier. Cleveland beat Indiana. Oh, actually, went the other way around. Indiana beat Cleveland 93-86. It was Philadelphia over Washington 89-81. New York beating Detroit 121-115 in overtime. And that must have been a good game. Orlando getting defeated by Atlanta 95-88. You have Orlando. Oh, we already had that score. Charlotte getting defeated by Boston 106-98. Golden State over Toronto 113-89. LA Clippers over Memphis 97-79. Miami beating New Orleans 102-104. And Chicago won. They defeated Minnesota 96-89. The only live game in the NHL tonight going on, the Los Angeles over Anaheim, 2-0. So it's not letting me do any NHL scores. So as of now, that's pretty much it for the scores on Gary J's sports page on GJRB. Let you know about that. And glad to be with me tonight here on the Gary Russen Program here on GJRB. And that sports page. And I checked my calendar. I found it. I found my calendar next Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock Central, for Gary J's sports page. And, of course, the podcast up next weekend will be the last 7 days. Hopefully I get to go this week. Bible study will along with that. And the best of the Gary Russen Program, which I'm recording this week. Those are the podcasts next week. But live next Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock Central, Gary J's sports page on GJRB Online. That's right. Gary J's sports page. Yeah. And whether it's baseball, basketball, hockey, even bowling, it's covered on Gary J's sports page. I'll talk about what's going on in the world of sports all over the USA. We'll read you interesting articles that are about the players and even keep up with the scores of the games going on live. I'll even have guests from time to time and just talk sports. Better than any newspaper page, this comes live. It comes alive. Gary J's sports page, alternating Saturdays at 2 o'clock Central on GJRB Online, the What's Happening sound. In 2015, GJRB is still the What's Happening sound.
Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radioland. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between. Like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radioland.
Uploaded as the podcast Saturday, May 2nd on GJRB.
Attention, emerging bands and artists. Up and Coming is back, and on more often. I'm talking about the main show, featuring all genres. Send me your band's recordings or let me know where you're at, whether you're on SoundCloud, SoundClick, or Reverb Nation. And I will play them on Up and Coming. Listen for details on how your band can get on Up and Coming for Up and Coming podcast on GJRB's public site or live. Watch for announcements closer to the approaching air date. Up and Coming, uploaded as a podcast or live. Saturday, March 28th on GJRB.
Okay, we're back. The Gary Russen Program on GJRB Online on a Friday night, winding down as we get clear to the end of another great show. We still got plenty of time. Got another few moments left of this program here on GJRB. Could go on longer. I usually leave an option. Sometimes I even do an extra part. There's something I want to do, or if I finally get a response, I might even do an extra part. It's usually decided at the last minute, and usually plan it accordingly. So you never know. Just hang in here. You might just get an extra part, and we'll kind of chat as we continue scrolling through social media. I'm going to head on back to my Facebook page very shortly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go in there right now. And that gives me a chance to post again, see who's out there. I've already go into my main Spreaker public site page, where I'm seeing here live my widget. You can click that widget. There's a little balloon to the far right. You click that widget, and you can talk to me while I'm on the air. Just type me something, and I'll reply back on the air right here on GJRB. So you might want to check that out and talk to me while I'm on the air live. and that's always fun. And I'm also going to head into my other site, my Twitter site. We're going to get into that here in a few minutes. And also going to embed into my Facebook GJRB Listeners Club page. And pretty soon, I'm working on it. I haven't done it started yet, but I will be having a GJRB Facebook page. That's right. Working on that. Plans are in the workings for a GJRB Facebook page. And as soon as I get that worked in, we're going to do it. And you'll be able to post me there too. But I'll be posting there too. So that you have a chance to get all avenues here. And you can check out the show there too. Or wherever you are. Nationwide, all over the internet. If you're up late, you're hanging on by your computer, you're listening on your laptop, this is the place to be. The Gary Russen Program on GJRB Online. I'm going to go into now and check out some things. Excuse me for that. Been drinking tea all night. My mouth is dry for some reason. Okay, greetings to Raymond Leach, my good friend from back east in western Pennsylvania. Likes my activity on Facebook. Here on my Spreaker side, part 2 of GJRB Online, the Gary Russen Program. I think that's where I was talking about the delusional Mr. John Kerry, who says, we're safer than we've ever been. Coming out of a liberal. Makes sense, doesn't it? Jeez. I mean, we're getting threats all over the place. We got Islamists threatening to blow up our malls, and we have an idiot sitting there saying, and I like this one posting. There's a picture of him on a site. I can't remember where. I saw a posting today, and he looks stupid on there. It looks like his tongue is hanging out of his mouth. Oh man, and that's funny. Really is that's funny. And here's a whole truth. This comes in end time headlines. I believe this. Scientists are sounding an alarm that humanity could be headed for another ice age. Really? Gee, they haven't really talked to Al Gore yet, have they? Anyway, new report has indicated that the 6th day in a row of solar activity remains very low. No sunspot activity, no flaring, no sun's X-ray output, or flatline. It's according to a end time headline story stating that there's no activity on the sun as of yet. The main driver of it, now according to this, there's no sunspots, no flare activity, no flat line. This is according to a spaceweather.com. Their scientists are saying that if a solar flatlining continues, it may be indication as to where we will be about to enter into a mini ice age. Are we in one now? I mean, I just took out my dog a break, and it's cold out there, folks. It's 0 in Clinton, Iowa. 0. Zip, zilch, the old bitter, fat old goose egg. The main driver, he says, according to this, is the weather and climate. He said the entity, which occupies 99.86% of all the mass in our solar system, the great ball of fire in the sky, has gone quiet once again. During what's likely to be the weakest sunspot cycle in more than a century. Great news for radio enthusiasts. Great news for me.